Simple advice to Lumbuye. My passport is here, Lumbuye. This is what identifies me as a Ugandan when I want to go to Turkey where you are. I know you are there.
General ELWELU came out to talk about the issues of Kasese. There is no amount of detergent that can take away the stain General ELWELU got when he murdered the people in Kasese. Brutally, even children were seeing the videos of NTV. Even if General ELWELU goes to his grave, history will be written that he was used as a tool to wipe out an entire ethnicity. To an extent that I think LUMBUYE talked about him, that a passport was removed from him, and he came out to say that it's not true. Before I proceed, let me first play the tape as General was talking about the Kasese massacre.
He asked me, ELWELU, what is the problem here? This is the answer I gave him. I said, you see, one, the king of Buganda, or the Catholic of Buganda, is called Kabaka wa Buganda, Sabasaja, Kabaka wa Buganda. For Teso, you got the more of Teso, Happy Teso. I said, Your Excellency, these ones, you see, the title of the cultural leader is attached to a particular community. But this one of Kasese is called himself Omusginga wa Rwenzururu. I asked the president, which tribe is called Rwenzururu in our constitution? Is there a tribe called Rwenzururu in our constitution? He looked up and he kept quiet. I said, for me as ELWELU, what I know as a Rwenzururu movement, I know it as a rebel group, which has been there since colonialism. So as far as I'm concerned, this man is not a cultural leader of any tribe. So the issue is what was happening in Rwenzururu from time immemorial. Before I was born, was a rebellion. Nothing but not a cultural institution or what, not a culture, but it was a rebellion, and we had nothing to do but to stop the rebellion. And now we can have peace. We now have peace in the Rwenzururu, and that's what we all want. Everybody wants peace, and I thank God for that. But by the way, I want to make this very clear: everybody who died in that palace was a fighter. There was no child in that palace. It was not there. The women who were there were fighters. In fact, it was a woman who commanded the attack on our barracks in 2014 in Bundibujo, Kanyamiri barracks. It was a woman who commanded it. So whoever was, in fact, the last ordinary person to leave that palace was the wife of Musinga himself. Anybody who is talking about a child or an innocent person is himself or herself a rebel. Is actually part of the group. No, everybody who was in that place was a fighter and was ready for war. They were all armed with machetes, with everything, improvised explosives and so forth. And they also had some guns, which they had one day captured from some police. So that narrative of children is a total lie. It's a total lie. Total lie. And nobody should believe it. It should be taken with the context it deserves. Because that's a fact. There was no child, there was no innocent woman. Nothing. All were fighters and they know themselves.
That is General Peter ELWELU. First of all, it was so shameful for ELWELU to be used to fight an ethnicity. In fact, the people of the Rwenzururu were subjugated together with their king. The king was banned from going to his kingdom for a very long period of time until he requested for amnesty That was arm twisting to an entire kingdom. It is the truth. History is going to be told. I keep on telling people that there is nothing Genome 7 has not done that was done by the past regime. We accuse about of attacking palaces and abolishing the old cultural institutions, but Genome 7 did to Renzururu using Peter ELWELU. Peter ELWELU, even if you come out to explain yourself, there is nothing. You killed women and children. There was a better way of handling that. Even if I was put in command, no one would have died in that part. There are better ways. That's the truth. There are better ways. First of all, it showed that there was some laxity in the intelligence. Before something bursts out to be very bad, intelligence ought to have had some information prior. Something, when it goes bad, means that the intelligence slept on its duty. Even the way how it was handled, ELWELU, you will come out and apologize to Ugandans. Even when the CDF, General Moses Kainerugaba, called you a buffoon, it was a disrespect. So you did a job to protect the regime, but they paid you by retiring you. You are ashamed to not only to your family, but to the entire village you are on. Secondly, to show you that even you are guilty, when LUMBUYE talked about you that they removed your passport, you came out. So you are proving that you are well with your government. But you all know that's what's happening. In fact, we already said this statement.
Simple advice to LUMBUYE. My passport is here. LUMBUYE. This is what identifies me as a Ugandan when I want to go to Turkey where you are. I know you are there. This is it. I have it in my full control. This is it. My son LUMBUYE. This is my passport. Now, I don't know what your agenda is, and I don't know who you work for, by the way. I don't know whether you are trying to turn me against government or to turn government against me. But this is my government. I shed my blood for it. There's nobody else who can talk about this government more than me, because I shed my blood in it for it when I was in Koila Logi. Now you people, like LUMBUYE, my son and others who are in the diaspora and even within, please let us promote peaceful coexistence in our country. For this is the only country we have. We do not have another country. It is the only country we have. Please, whatever the case, whatever the differences, but this is our country. Let us make sure that everybody comes to Uganda and lives peacefully. Leave the issues of generals and the issues of UPDF. You don't know anything about UPDF. Leave it to us. We know it. We know UPDF. We have been at it, and we shall continue to be at it. Please, my son, LUMBUYE, and the rest, please, just do your things. Make your money your own way, but don't use our names. Thank you very much for God and my country.
That is Peter ELWELU. So you clearly see that the guilt is a guilty man. Bible says, since you normally quote the Bible, because after you killed the people in Kasese, now you are coming out to read the Bible, pray, but you killed people in Kasese. That taint will not go away. I normally see I see you in the videos with your kids. The kids you have to carry a burden of you. You have beautiful kids, you have beautiful sons, but they are going to carry that burden. That's the truth. Okay? And even the regime you did that for has not appreciated you. That's the fact. So before any soldier does anything, be rest assured that you must put Uganda forward before the interest of any. Sometimes you can even sacrifice your general post, because people have done that. Countries live because of sacrifice. Of course, it's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabye Sulaiman Mwaga, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Omubaka abadde kuyalagidde mutagenda kudda kubanga ndowooza oba omugugu gwamuyitiriddeko naye ate yimiridde wano nga ŋŋamba omukisa kubanga n'ekibiina tukiwewudde kukwali ku kitebe bali baga tiketi yanyeeko tiketi ya Kabye Sulaiman naye kati andekedde waazi ndi wano wentimbaza nenda bayitako supiidi ng'ekizungirizi basewo ne banyawoze maaso gammwe kubanga ensonga nzitegeera.
Yes, Kabye Sulaiman Mawagali. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency, so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.